Right, so with that said, let's break down the HSI here. So I do believe we have a potential contender for a bottom here, guys, right? We had a very complex correction, multi-year correction, WXY coming down. We bottomed from a 1, 2, guys, okay? Now we're working on this 3 wave in red, coming down for a 4, potentially up for a 5th wave. All right, now if I take some extensions here, right, we can sort of project what targets the HSI is looking at, right? And anywhere around these levels, guys, right, 27K down to like 25, this is sort of where it's looking for a main sort of target here. And you can see that we do have resistance coming up into the future, right here, right, all across this zone, even here for the HSI here. Okay, so still pretty good, pretty good 10 to 20% gains left for the Chinese markets, right? A lot of great news here. Also, we are starting to break out from this level here, guys, right? If you take a look where price is, we're starting to break out. So this is also a good sign to me that we're making some higher highs, guys, and some higher lows, right? Very good sign. If I take some channels as well, okay, very good sign. We're making higher highs. So let's see if the HSI can continue pushing forward here. But I am still bullish on the Chinese markets as long as we can continue making these higher lows and higher highs. Okay, higher lows, higher highs, right? We want to keep making these higher lows. Okay, so let's dive into Alibaba here. Okay, so I'm on the weekly levels for Alibaba. Okay, and we sort of want to project out from the top here some key levels here. Okay, so same thing. We're trying to aim for that 382 level for Alibaba at 154, guys. 154 at these levels. Okay, that would be the main price target, right? So it'll be the same, right? We have possibly a wave 1, possibly 2, 3, consolidating for 4, and then one more 5th wave up. So it's going to follow the index pretty interestingly. All right, so the main target's going to be here at 221. So any dip, in my opinion, on Alibaba is definitely a buy. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's go to BIDU. BIDU still consolidating here on the lows, right? So we're still waiting to see whether or not BIDU, this is the absolute low, okay, and it's trying to sort of make some waves here, right? We're still in a downtrend. We're still making lower highs. All right, if you take a look, right, long ways to go for BIDU, in my opinion. Yeah, still a long way to go, guys. Still a long way to go, but we did make this new low here, and we did break this high, right? So BIDU came down, and then it's breaking that high. So now what we're looking for is a higher low. So we need this to hold, and then now another higher high. Okay, that confirms that it's starting to look like this was the absolute bottom for BIDU. All right, so what can we see? So let's go to the daily level. So let's say we're looking for that higher low, right? BIDU really needs to hold some of these levels. Yeah, all across this level here, right? This is the level it's looking at. So you're looking at a potential 1, 2. All right, so start of a 3rd wave into the future, okay, to break that downtrend. So it's been a little bit of a laggard, right? A little bit more riskier, but it has a chance now, guys. It has a chance. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go to JD. So JD, yeah, it's starting to look a little bit interesting here, right? Starting to look a little bit interesting. We have a possible bottom formation, right? Inverse head and shoulders here with a larger inverse head and shoulders here forming. Okay, so if JD can sort of hold these higher lows as well, right, this could be the start of a new uptrend here. Okay, so it's consolidating very tightly here on the daily. It needs to break upwards and start making a higher high. Okay, so it needs to break these highs here. And I think a catalyst would be the earnings coming up. So I think JD's just consolidating on its earnings play to see whether or not that could be the catalyst for new highs. All right. I do believe JD's doing really well, in my opinion. Very low PE ratio, great holidays as well, right? Q4, they had a lot of promotions, catalysts as well in China. So this could be a beat on earnings. So we just have to see whether or not the forward guidance will continue going forward, especially with the catalyst in China, right? They're trying to stimulate the market, so it could be great news for companies like JD and Alibaba. Okay, for NIO, right? NIO, it's consolidating pretty nicely here, in my opinion. Okay, broke this downtrend as well, right? So a new cycle has been starting. So this could possibly be a wave 1, right? We're nesting for a wave 2 here, okay, for a potential wave 3 into the future. So yeah, my eyes are also on NIO here. So let's see, guys. Let's see what the Chinese markets can do, if it can start this sort of new stimulus and bull run into the future. So I'll keep you guys updated. And again, if you